Súper. Pues vamos a comenzar. Antes que nada, hola a todos. Mi nombre es Carla Plasencia y en nombre de The Student World les doy la bienvenida a esta live session del día de hoy, Aprende inglés en Estados Unidos. Este videíto que acaban de ver es un video de Washington, D.C. para que puedan familiarizarse un poquito con esta increíble ciudad que les vamos a estar platicando un poquito más adelante. Yo nada más les voy a dar un breve como recorrido por la plataforma para que ustedes puedan navegar mejor y después arrancamos con la presentación. Bueno, pues del lado derecho, como ustedes pueden ver, está el chat, aquí donde ya muchos nos saludaron, muchísimas gracias. Si nos pueden compartir desde qué país o ciudad nos visitan, estaría increíble para conocerlos un poquito mejor. Se los agradeceríamos un montón. Si tienen alguna duda o pregunta durante la presentación, la pueden poner en la segunda pestañita del chat, que es el área de preguntas. Aquí vamos a estar monitoreando todas sus preguntas durante la presentación y al final vamos a tener una sesión de preguntas y respuestas. La presentación va a ser mayormente en inglés, sin embargo, si ustedes tienen alguna duda, la pueden poner en español y nosotros les vamos a ayudar con eso, no se preocupen. Entonces, si se sienten más cómodos, en español está perfecto. Ya estoy viendo aquí muchos países: Colombia, Perú, Guatemala, Bolivia, El Salvador, Colombia, Paraguay, Honduras, súper. Soy chilena, pero estoy en Irlanda, qué padre. Súper, perfecto. Bueno, pues también, nada más para decirles que durante la presentación les voy a estar mandando un par de encuestas que van a ver ahí en su pantalla. Las encuestas son súper fáciles, solamente tienen que elegir la opción que ustedes prefieran y mandan su respuesta. Solo es para que nosotros los conozcamos un poquito mejor y podamos darles una mejor presentación. Y también si la campanita del chat llega a ser un poquito molesta porque hay muchos mensajes, la pueden mutear dando clic en la campanita que se ve justo al lado de la X en la parte superior derecha de su chat. Y bueno, ya yo no los entretengo más, los voy a dejar con nuestros presentadores del día de hoy. Ellos son Marisa, Sebastián, Daniel y Stephanie. Ellos ahorita se van a presentar con ustedes un poquito más a fondo y les van a platicar todas estas increíbles oportunidades que tienen para estudiantes de Latinoamérica. Thank you so much, guys, for being here, and the stage is all yours.
Okay, thank you so much, Carla, for the introductions. And welcome and thank you to all of you who are joining us here for our Georgetown University English Language Center Intensive English Programs webinar. We are so excited to be here today to tell you about our programs at Georgetown in Washington, D.C., and we hope to welcome you soon to join us to study. In today's presentation, we will do some welcome and polls. We'll tell you about life in Washington, D.C., about our different intensive English language programs, how to apply, and some important visa information. So first, let's meet our staff. My name is Stephanie Gallup. I'm the Associate Director of the Intensive English Program here at Georgetown, and I work with both faculty and students about all of your classes and academics here at the ELC.
Hello, everyone. My name is Daniel Graff. I'm the Program Director of Enrollment Management. I can answer questions you may have about admissions, and I'm also the Immigration Advisor, so I can answer questions you may have about immigration.
Hi, my name is Marissa Windsor. I'm the Student Services Manager. I get to plan fun events during your time here in DC and can help out with any student life questions or what life is like in DC specifically and how to best work to live in the city.
Y hola, yo soy Sebastián, la cara de América Latina acá en Georgetown. Soy el asistente para servicios de estudiantes Estoy aquí para ayudarles en todo lo que requieran con la aplicación y con los estudios en Washington. Un gusto.
So let me tell you a little bit about the mission of the Georgetown University English Language Center. We are at Georgetown University, and we promote academic excellence in teaching and learning that is guided by a Jesuit commitment to diversity, respect, and care for the individual. These values are important to us at Georgetown University and your life here as a student and part of this community. Our first question for you is, where are you from? And I see that many of you have already said welcome and your country in the chat. Carla listed out many countries. So if you haven't told us where you are from, please go ahead and put that in the chat. Welcome. So our first poll question for you, Carla will send this out for us, is, have you visited or studied in the US? Have you visited or studied in the US? Have you studied, visited, both, or never? So please give us your answer, and we'll take a look and see where we are. Okay, so the majority of our answers so far, you have not visited or studied in the US, so we hope you'll make Georgetown and Washington, D.C. your first stop, first opportunity in the US. For those of you who have been here, we hope to welcome you back soon. Okay, our next poll question, number 2, how many years have you been using English? How many years have you been using English? 0 to 5 years, 6 to 10 years, or more than 10 years? No matter which answer is true for you, we have a program for you at Georgetown English Language Center. Okay, so the majority of you so far are 0 to 5 years, but we also have some people with 10 plus years as well. This is wonderful. Okay, so thank you for sharing a little bit about yourselves. Now I'm going to turn it over to Marissa to tell us all about student life in Washington, D.C.
Awesome. Thank you, Stephanie. So there is a lot to explore in this great city of Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. There is a lot of history and exciting events that we will plan for you guys, and we will go over some of those things now. So we are very close to a lot of historic important landmarks, museums, and major government institutions. So like I said, since Washington, D.C. is the nation's capital, the capital of the United States, a lot of important buildings and a lot of important landmarks are located here. When you think about America, you might picture certain buildings or places like the White House or the Capitol building, and those are all very close to us in DC. You can see some pictures here, a trip that we took to the Capitol building, as well as a trip that we took kayaking to see beautiful views. So we do a lot of fun activities for you to learn and experience life and culture here in America. So Washington, D.C. is a busy city full of a lot of life and different culture, different types of food. There are many different restaurants and cafes to try. You can eat some of your favorite food or learn about many different types of food. There are a lot of events to learn about and view and appreciate art and music and different culture. Yes, there are endless possibilities of things that you could do in the city. We like to plan a time to cheer on Washington, D.C.'s professional sports team. We have a couple different types of sports teams that are very popular. In this picture, we went to see the Washington Wizards, which is a very famous basketball team. There's also hockey, baseball, football, and more. Washington, D.C. is one of the foremost diplomatic and policy capitals of the world. So there is a lot of governmental and political actions happening here. So there are a lot of opportunities to learn about local politics, but also countrywide and global wide politics. DC is also ranked number 1 in the US for city parks. So here you can see a beautiful photo of Rock Creek Park, which we have taken students to visit and explore nature. There are many places to bike and hike and walk and explore in DC, but also in the surrounding Maryland and Virginia areas. So as far as housing accommodations, this is a common question that we get. So most of our students find their own off-campus housing during their time at the ELC. It is very popular to find an apartment either in DC or also in surrounding areas of Maryland and Virginia. There is some limited on-campus housing, depending upon how long you are here, when you are here, and what exactly you are looking for in your housing accommodation. We do have a full guide on our website that we can link if you guys want to read more about what it would look like to live in DC. Okay, and then lastly, I will go over some university health requirements. So in this time of COVID, we are ever changing, but currently all of our classes are in person. We do not offer any online classes at this time. So all of our classes are in our building in downtown DC. The second is that it is a requirement that you have your full COVID vaccination and a booster shot. This is required for everyone who comes into the building, students, faculty, and staff. And the third is that masks are optional. You don't have to wear a mask, but you may. But all of this is subject to change based on the current health data. Okay, if you have any questions about student life in DC, you can type your questions in the question box and I can answer them. And we will also have a time at the end of the presentation where I'll be happy to answer any questions you have as well. So thank you so much. Next, it will be Stephanie again.
Thank you, Marissa. Now, I'm going to share some more details about the different English language programs that we have to offer at the ELC. So our next question is to find out from you, number 3, what are your goals for studying English? So are you looking to pursue a university degree? Do you want to improve for professional or job-related reasons? Or do you want to improve for personal reasons? What is your top goal for studying English? So it looks about half of you are interested to improve for professional or job-related reasons, but also many of you wish to pursue a university degree and some also for personal reasons. We have English language programs for all of these goals. So let me tell you more about these different program options. For all of our programs, you might want to know what a class is like. At the English Language Center, we have small interactive classes. Our average is 10 to 12 students per class. The topics of each class are very engaging from a variety of fields, since students like yourselves have many different backgrounds. Our classes are integrated language skills. This means that you study reading and writing together, listening and speaking together, and practice vocabulary and grammar that you need in all of your classes. There are frequent pair and group discussion formats, so you can practice your speaking skills often. In addition, all of our courses use Canvas, Google, and other educational technology that is common across the US and around the world. The faculty of our program, or the professors, are educators with combined over 20 years of teaching and cross-cultural experience. As a student here, you will receive regular writing and speaking feedback on all of your assignments. You will get to meet with professors during their office hours, where you can receive one-to-one individual feedback and advising. If you want to learn more about our professors and classes, please read our stories at our blog, this website, elc.georgetown.domains. So the first program offering that we'd like to share with you is our most common program. These are our 8-week intensive English programs. We offer entry into this program 5 times during the year: January, March, May, August, and October. These 8-week sessions are available for our language and culture, academic, and professional tracks. So no matter your language goals, we have a program for you during these 8-week sessions. If you come to study in our 8-week program, you can spend 8 weeks here, or you can combine 8, 16, 24, or more, depending on your needs. We have 3 levels at our language and culture track, 4 levels at our academic track. In addition, if you're looking to study for personal or job-related goals, you may come to our language and culture track. If you are interested in university study, you may come to our academic track. In the Intensive Language and Culture program, you can improve your English language skills while gaining a deeper understanding of US culture and how to communicate in a variety of cultural settings. You can build your confidence and vocabulary for speaking and short writing. You can learn strategies for discussion and email and virtual communication, and you can strengthen foundational English language skills for academic and professional settings. At this program, we have 3 levels from CIFR A2 to B1. A2 is a high beginning level. B1 is middle or intermediate. For this program, all students will take our ELC placement test. There is no TOEFL or IELTS score needed. In the intensive academic program, you will develop academic skills you need to successfully transition into academic life at a U.S. college or university. In this program, you learn how to write academic summaries, essays, and research papers, to give an academic presentation, to take notes with academic reading and lectures, to participate in class discussions, and to critically analyze, evaluate, and synthesize academic sources. These are all skills students are looking to improve before pursuing a degree in the U.S. You will also get to choose elective courses in grammar, communication, leadership, and more. For this program, we have 4 levels at a CIFR B1 intermediate level and higher. If you're interested in this program, you must also take our ELC placement test, but again, no TOEFL or IELTS is needed. Finally, we have a 3rd program that we offer in January, March, August, and October. We don't offer this program in May. This is our professional English language program. This is job related, but it is a high proficiency or advanced professional program. If you need an intermediate or beginning program, we recommend the language and culture program that we just discussed. If you are an advanced proficiency, high proficiency professional and you wish to improve your level here, then we recommend this program. In our intensive professional English program, you can refine your English skills while understanding U.S. professional practices in business and public policy, as well as leadership and networking skills you may need for success. Students in this program will build their confidence in professional writing and communication skills. You will analyze case studies and organizational structures, practice professional skills for interviewing, negotiation, debate, and networking. And our topics focus on leadership, public policy, business, and NGOs. We offer 2 versions of this program in the fall and the spring. You can take 8 weeks or 16 weeks total for the 2 modules. And for this program, we require students have a bachelor's degree or work experience and placement test at CIFR B2, high intermediate level. Again, no TOEFL or IELTS score is required. For all of our full-time programs, this is the sample daily schedule. Classes begin in the morning at 9 o'clock. They are about 2.5 hours long in the morning, maybe a reading and writing class. You have a break for lunch, study, workshop, and office hours in the middle of the day from 11:20 to 1 o'clock, followed by another 2.5 hours in the afternoon. This is when our listening and speaking, grammar, and communication classes happen. After class, we have a schedule of social activities in addition to the independent study, homework, and other activities you need to study. Please note that our program is full-time study. This is 20 hours a week in class, plus daily homework and other study that you need to do. In addition to our 8-week programs, we also have 2 3-week short programs in the summer. The summer months for us are May, June, and July. So the 2 programs that we have this summer are our American Conversational English and English Skills for Graduate Students. For American Conversational English, this takes place from July 17th to August 4th. Students in this program will get in-person lessons combined with practical field trips to major DC landmarks and venues to practice speaking in real settings. For this program, you will practice conversational American English with vocabulary, grammar, and discussion strategies. There are field trips and activities in the DC area, and there are no writing, homework, or assignments. This program is suitable for all students of all levels who are looking to improve conversational English for their personal goals. Our second short program in the summer is English Skills for Graduate Students from June 21st to July 12th. This is a course that is for students who have admissions to a fall graduate program in the United States. This is required for this application. In this program, you can improve your ability to read university-level texts, write short research papers, reports, and summaries, critically analyze information from text and audio sources to evaluate and make connections. And you'll also strengthen your skills listening to lectures and discussions while taking effective notes, participating in classes, group discussions, and team meetings, and delivering oral presentations. So we've given you a lot of information about our different classes and schedules. We can answer your questions in the chat. We'll also answer questions at the end of the presentation as well. So I'll be checking this chat, I'm sure, along with Sebastian, and Daniel will take over now to talk a little bit more about admissions.
Okay, everyone, so let's go over the admissions process. There are 3 easy steps to send in your application. 1, there is an online application that you can find on our website. It's there at the bottom at our link tree here, linktree/georgetown.elc.admissions. Once you're accepted, then you will take step 2, our online placement test. This will be done over Zoom, and we offer these about once a month. Finally, step 3, if you need F1 visa support, you will submit an F1. You will submit an application for an I-20, which is a document you need to get your F1 visa, and we can help you with that process. So, for step 1, completing your online application, there will be an online portal application that you can access. You'll be able to find that from our website, as we have listed here. After you create your application portal account, you'll be able to fill in your biographical information, such as your name, your education, country of origin, and what program you'd like to take. Step 3 will depend on what program you're applying to. If you're applying to our American Conversational English, our intensive language and culture, or our intensive academic English classes, you have to demonstrate that you have graduated high school or its equivalent. So you will attach proof of your completion of high school, such as a transcript or a diploma. For our intensive professional English class, you'll need to attach proof that you have completed a bachelor's degree or that you have work experience. So you'll upload some sort of post-secondary studies proof, like a transcript or a diploma. And then finally, for our English Skills for Graduate Students course, you'll have to have current admission or fall admission to a graduate program. So you'll have to attach proof of that admissions, like an acceptance letter. Finally, step 4, pay the $75 application fee, and you are finished with your application. From there, you'll receive an invitation to take the placement test. The placement test is aligned with the Common European Framework, or CEFR. Our classes will range from A2 to B2 plus levels, depending on what level you're in. You will be placed into the level that you place in at our test. This will be required. You'll receive the invitation once you complete your application. There is a listening, reading, vocabulary, and grammar section. There will also be a timed writing sample and an oral interview. Because we do this placement test, TOEFL or IELTS or any other English test is not required. But if you would like to submit it in the application, you can. Here are our dates and deadlines for our upcoming programs. We have 8-week sessions for our language and culture, academic, and professional classes. The upcoming one is the Spring 2 2023 session, which will be from March 13th to May 5th. Now, the deadline is very close for this one. It's Friday. So if you'd like to come in March, make sure you submit that application soon. Now, if you do not require F1 support, we have a later deadline of February 2nd. After that, our summer session will be from May 22nd to July 14th. The application deadline is March 24th. Or if you do not require F1 support, April 15th. Moving on to fall, our fall 1 session is from August 21st to October 13th. The deadline to submit your application is June 23rd, or July 15th if you do not require F1 support. And the final session of our IEP this year is Fall 2 2023 from October 23rd to December 15th. The application deadline is August 18th or September 1st if you do not require F1 support. For the language and culture class, the academic class, and the professional class, the tuition is the same, $4,760 for every 8-week session that you want to attend. If you need F1 visa support, you'll also have to demonstrate that you have $5,200 for estimated living and personal expenses and $300 for estimated insurance, books, and fees. That altogether is $10,260 that you must demonstrate if you want to qualify for F1 visa support. However, this is just an estimate of costs. What you actually will pay will depend on many things, such as where you stay, how many roommates you have, how much you go out to eat when you're in Washington, D.C. But the tuition will be the same for all students, $4,760. Just one more note, we do not offer the professional class in the summer, but we do offer it in the spring, fall, and fall 2 sessions. Moving on to our English Skills for Graduate Students program. This will be in the summer from June 21st to July 12th, as it's a 3-week program. The application deadline is May 10th. Tuition for this program is $1,999. And if you would like F1 visa support, you will need to demonstrate an additional $2,500 for estimated living and personal expenses, and an additional $200 for insurance, books, and fees, for a total of $4,691. However, again, this is an estimate. And finally, for our 3-week American Conversational English class, which will be from July 17th to August 4th, the application deadline is June 1st. The tuition is very similar to English Skills for Graduate Students, but you get to save $10. It's $1,989 with estimated living and personal expenses of $2,500 and insurance, books, and fees estimate of $200 if you require F1 visa support, for a total of $4,689. If you have any questions about the application process, please type them in the question or chat now. And finally, step 3. Step 1 is to submit your application. Step 2 is to take the placement test. Step 3 if you need it, is to apply for an F1 visa. So let's talk about the immigration process. To get an F1 visa, first, you'll complete your application and placement testing. Next, you will upload required documents for a Form I-20. The Form I-20 is the document you'll need to bring to a U.S. embassy to say that you are a student at Georgetown. And there's a short application for you to upload with things like your passport and financial documents. Once you upload these materials, you'll receive your electronic Form I-20 to your email account. You can then apply for an interview for an F1 visa at a U.S. embassy or consulate in your country. You can print out the I-20 and bring it with you to your interview. Once you take this interview, you can get your F1 visa. Then you'll be able to enter the US with your Form I-20 and your F1 visa 30 days before the start of your program. We recommend that you start your I-20 application process as early as possible. It may take time to get all the documents or to create the I-20, and it can certainly take time to get an appointment at your local embassy. If you would like to know what the estimated wait times are for visa appointments in your local embassy, you can look this up at bit.ly/visa wait times. You can look up your local country's or local city U.S. embassy wait time so that you can plan ahead to know if you need to apply early. And please apply early. There can definitely be unexpected delays, and you want to make sure that you have everything done so that you can arrive smoothly. I'm going to turn this back over to Stephanie to tell us about part-time study.
Thank you, Daniel. So if you wish to study with us part-time and you do not need F1 visa support, we have some options for you. We offer our 8-week programs, language and culture, academic, and professional, for part-time option if you are eligible. Part-time study with us is in the morning only or in the afternoon only. This is 10 hours a week of class instead of 20. Students who study part-time are eligible for office hours, workshops, and other social activities of the program. So this is the end of our presentation today. We know that you have a lot of questions, and we thank Sebastian especially for answering so many questions for us in Spanish. If you have more questions for us, you can continue to ask us in the session today, and you can also contact us. Here is our contact information via WhatsApp, email, visit our website, visit our link tree, and of course, follow us on Instagram to see what our program is like and students just like you year-round.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for all that information. Um, I think if not all of them, 99% of the questions are in Spanish. So I will just start with that. Okay. So I see here one question that repeats a lot, and it is if you offer support for the visa. So, si tienen algún apoyo en el trámite de la visa de estudiante.
Yes, we offer support for the visa throughout the process, from getting your I-20 through advice all the way to your arrival safely in the United States.
Awesome, thank you very much, Daniel. Entonces, sí, chicos, lo traduzco para que les quede muy claro a todos. Sí hay apoyo para la visa, ellos los apoyan con el trámite. Obviamente es algo que ustedes deben de hacer, pero sí, sí van a tener como un apoyo por parte de ELC. Another question here is if you have any age minimum or maximum. Si tienen alguna edad mínima o máxima para aplicar.
We do not have an age maximum, but we do have an age minimum. You must at least turn 18 during the session that you start. So you can turn 18 during the session or before the session starts, but by the time the session ends, you must be 18.
Ok, perfect. Ok, chicos, no hay ninguna edad máxima. Máxima, pues puede ser ya hasta que ustedes quieran. Mínima, sí hay una restricción. La restricción es que ustedes deben de cumplir 18 años antes de terminar su programa. Los pueden cumplir durante el programa, pero tienen que tener los 18 antes de finalizar su programa. Perfect. Now I see here some questions about the accommodation. I don't know if you can help me with that.
Yeah, so I sent the link to our housing guide. And so if you click on that, it will give you the most information as far as housing and the options given to students. It is the student's responsibility to find their own housing. However, we can give you advice or help you know what your options are. As far as were they asking specifically about housing or something else as well?
I think it was this question, but was specifically about housing. I already pasted again the link that you shared before. So,
Perfect.
Awesome. Ok, chicos, para el housing, aquí les acabo de compartir nuevamente el link del housing. Ustedes tienen que encontrar su propio housing, pero pues ellos les ayudan con herramientas para ayudarlos en esta búsqueda. No sé, Sebastián, si tú quieras compartir un poquito de tu experiencia con eso. Y me parece que...
Aló,
ya te puedo...
¿me
Sí,
escuchan?
listo, perfecto.
Súper. Hola. Entonces, varias cosas. Y una vez incluyo lo que me acabas de preguntar sobre el housing. Entonces, la universidad tiene una oferta de viviendas dentro de la universidad a las cuales ustedes pueden acceder. Marisa acaba de compartir el enlace por el chat, igual que Carla, que es el Housing Guide. Hay varias opciones, sin embargo, los precios varían mucho en la ciudad, por lo que ustedes también pueden utilizar páginas de terceros, grupos en Facebook y también estas tipo de consultoras o empresas de arriendos que les pueden ayudar a buscar un buen lugar donde vivir a un buen precio. Tienen que tener en cuenta que es un país, pues como todos nuestros países, con muchos problemas, entonces hay riesgos de engaños, entonces es mejor buscar un buen camino para encontrar vivienda y ser conscientes de que están estos riesgos en el mercado como en cualquier otro país. Por otro lado, la visa de estudiante que ustedes van a recibir, solamente el apoyo viene para aquellos que han sido aceptados dentro del programa. Esta visa de estudiante tiene ciertas limitaciones con el tema laboral. Entonces, ustedes deben identificar previamente cuáles son estas limitaciones. Hay ciertas horas que son permitidas de trabajo en el campus de la universidad, más no por fuera del campus, y cada uno de esos contextos depende de lo que ustedes visualicen como tal. Y otra respuesta que tengo es que no se provee ningún apoyo financiero o beca por parte de la universidad. Ustedes mismos deben financiar sus estudios o buscar un patrocinador, ya sea una academia de su gobierno o también la empresa en la que trabajen que tenga interés en que ustedes desarrollen su inglés profesional. Pero desafortunadamente no tenemos becas Y repito, para trabajar es complicado, toca que revisen bien los requisitos de la visa y nosotros les ayudamos a sacar la visa de estudiante si son aceptados dentro del centro.
Perfecto, muchísimas gracias, Sebastián. Aquí también nos pregunta Odalis que si el costo incluye todo, es decir, el curso, el material de estudio, la alimentación, seguro médico, excepto los tiquetes de avión. El costo total.
Correcto, es un costo estimado. El precio de una sesión de 8 semanas, como ya les comentó Stephanie y Daniela acá en la presentación, es de aproximadamente $4,760 las 8 semanas, más $150 de libros. Adicionalmente, tienen que demostrar para la visa de estudiante los fondos que van a cubrir la vivienda, la comida y el transporte y demás costos de manutención en Washington, así como un seguro de salud. Si hacen la sumatoria de los costos estimados, más lo que cuesta la matrícula, los libros y el seguro, es alrededor $10,260 por las 8 semanas. Claramente esto es una estimación, los costos de vida pueden variar mucho, pueden ser mucho menores, pueden ser superiores, sin embargo, esto es una cifra estimada. Lo que sí es firme y se mantiene es el costo de la matrícula, que es de $4,760 por 8 semanas, más $150 en libros.
Ok, perfecto. Muchísimas gracias por la aclaración. Aquí vi otra preguntita que creo que está interesante y es acerca de el part-time. Am, si hacen estudios de medio tiempo, ¿aún así necesitan visa de estudiante o se puede hacer sin la visa? Voy a hacer la pregunta también en inglés, nada más para que todos estemos en el mismo canal. They are asking if they choose to do the part-time program, would they need help with the visa as well? Or can they do it with a tourist visa, or it's the same? They have to apply for the student's visa.
Great. So part-time study is limited to non-F1 visa applicants only. So F1 visa applicants have to be full-time students at our program. That means 20 hours a week. And we offer immigration assistance for F1 visa applicants, but unfortunately, we do not offer visa assistance for other visa types.
Awesome. Ok. Chicos, si ustedes quieren hacer los estudios de medio tiempo, no se necesita la visa F1. La visa F1 solamente es para estudios de tiempo completo. Perfect. I see we have lots of questions, so I'm trying to condense them all so we can like cover as much as possible. Um, okay, so they want to know like if they can apply in advance, like do all the test and everything and wait. For example, here's a person that wants to wait until October. So how much in advance can they apply?
So students can submit their applications for later sessions now. They can submit them as soon as our application cycles are open. However, we wait for students to take the placement test until we get closer to the start of the program.
Okay.
The reason we do this is because students must take their placement tests within 5 months of when they start their program, so that we know that we have placed them in an accurate level.
Awesome, thank you, Daniel. Ok, chicos, pueden aplicar a los programas con mucho tiempo de anticipación. Sin embargo, para hacer el test, lo hacen una vez ya que esté cerca la fecha de inicio de su programa, y esto es para asegurarse de que están en el nivel correcto al momento de comenzar sus estudios. Let me see here. Okay, here's another question. If they like apply for the 8-week program, and while they are there, they want to extend like maybe for another 8 weeks or so, do they have to come back and then go back again, or how does that work?
They can keep on studying. That is very common at our program. We can support you in extending your immigration documents. You do not have to return home to your home country.
Awesome, thank you very much. Ok, chicos, entonces, si ustedes estando allá quieren extender su programa, digamos, hicieron las 8 semanas y quieren hacer otras 8 semanas, no necesitan regresar a sus países y volverse a ir, sino pueden extenderlo estando directamente allá. Here is a question, es una pregunta para ti, Sebastián, que si les puedes platicar un poquito tu experiencia como alumno.
Entonces yo vine a estudiar acá uno de los cursos de preparación para hacer mi maestría y fue una experiencia muy enriquecedora en términos de que aprendí cómo es la estructura académica de una universidad americana, desde cómo hacer los ensayos, la investigación, la citación, las presentaciones y también la articulación con los diferentes programas académicos que utiliza el sistema de evaluación americano. También pasé por la fase de ganar confianza en mi inglés y en mis capacidades analíticas en inglés, hasta llegar al punto de poder hacer ensayos y hacer presentaciones al nivel académico y de calidad que requiere la universidad, lo cual me ha ayudado en este momento que hago la maestría acá en Georgetown a tener muy buenas notas a pesar de mis dificultades con la lengua. Los profesores todos son de lujo, las clases son bien divertidas, hay muchas actividades que permiten desarrollar el habla de la lengua y también mucha rigurosidad académica por parte de las actividades que deben hacer. Y algo muy importante son la cantidad de recursos que la universidad ofrece para mejorar constantemente la lengua. Hay una biblioteca, hay un taller de escritura, hay horas de oficina a los profesores que les pueden ayudar luego de clase a mejorar también los estudios y también un montón de actividades que tiene la universidad que les puede ayudar a mejorar la calidad de vida y soltar la lengua mientras tienen actividades lúdicas como partidos de básquetbol o asados en la universidad. Entonces es una experiencia muy completa, muy enriquecedora y pues con todo el prestigio que tiene Georgetown a nivel global.
Súper, muchísimas gracias por compartir. Y creo que algo bien importante es cuando estás allá es más fácil practicarlo, porque pues lo tienes que hacer para sobrevivir. Entonces, es mucho más rápido estudiar el idioma en el país de ese idioma que estudiar en sus casas. Entonces, si ustedes muchas veces en sus países les cuesta un poquito más de trabajo, les aseguro que yéndose es mucho más fácil porque lo tienen que usar sí o sí, no es opcional. Entonces, te retas a ti mismo y sí es una experiencia muy enriquecedora. Am, Aquí Karina nos está preguntando, ¿en cuánto tiempo es la aprobación? How long does it take for when they start applying until they are accepted to the program?
So from when they apply to when their application is accepted, it's usually a very fast turnaround. Most applications to the upcoming cycle, so in this case, the spring 2 cycle, those are reviewed right away, and those can be accepted in as short time as a week. For the upcoming cycles, that can take a little bit longer, but we try to get the applications done as quickly as we can. From there, there's usually a placement test once a month, and that will again depend on your eligibility based on when your session is. And then from there, getting your immigration documents, if you need them, that will depend on you. That will depend on how quickly you can get your documents finished. And then when you can get your F1 visa, that will depend on when interviews are available at your local consulate or embassy.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Daniel. Chicos, bueno, los tiempos de espera son bastante rápidos. Si es como el curso que está por empezar, pueden ser tan rápidos como de una semana. Si son cursos que están un poquito más alejados en tiempo, puede tomar un poquito más, pero la respuesta se las dan lo más rápido que posible. Después de esto viene su test para ver para ver más o menos en qué nivel andan. Y después ya tienen que ustedes, depende de ustedes, subir los documentos que les van a requerir. Obviamente, pues entre más rápido los suban, más se agiliza el trámite y posteriormente ya pueden aplicar para la visa F1 en sus respectivas embajadas o consulados de sus países. Entonces, por parte de ELC Georgetown es bastante rápido. El tema a lo mejor puede ser un poquito ustedes con sus documentos o el tema de la visa, pero bueno, ya será cosa que se vayan organizando con los tiempos.
Y para adicionar, Carla, también tener en cuenta que una vez reciben el formato I-20 por parte de Georgetown ELC, con ese formato I-20, que ya quiere decir que fueron aceptados y que van a ser parte del curso, pueden sacar la visa de estudiante. Y con el formato I-20 de estudiante, pueden pedir una cita express en la embajada de su país para que no les tome 5 meses o 2 años la cita para la visa, sino un par de semanas, que es más rápido. Pero eso solo puede suceder cuando ya tienen el formato I-20 certificado por parte de nosotros.
Ay, súper. Muchas gracias, Sebastián, por la información. Y sí, tienes toda la razón. Por ejemplo, aquí en México se pueden pedir visas de urgencia, se les llama, y se agiliza muchísimo el trámite y hay visas que en lugar de, por ejemplo, aquí las estaban dando a 1 año de distancia, las dan a 1 o 2 semanas. Entonces, supongo que esto aplica para la mayoría de los países y es un muy buen tip. Muchas gracias. I think that basically covers it all. Chicos, de todas maneras, yo les voy a enviar la grabación de esta sesión para que puedan volver a revisarla. Ya les pasamos los datos de contacto, se los pasé en el chat, pero ahorita los vuelvo a poner para que los tengan a la mano. Y también van a poder ver la grabación a partir de mañana en el canal de YouTube de The Student World, donde pues no sé si ustedes la quieren volver a ver por alguna duda o la quieran compartir con alguien que ustedes crean que se puede beneficiar de esta información. Y pues nada, I just want to thank you guys so much for sharing all the information with the students. This is awesome, and I really hope to see some of these attendees in Washington, D.C. very soon. And I don't know if you want to say any last things to them. I think you're muted, Stephanie. Yep.
Thank you, Carla. So thank you everyone for joining us in this session today, and especially thank you to Carla and Sebastian for your help with translating. Please contact us with any questions. We are very happy to help you in both English and Spanish. Sebastian, anything you'd like to say?
No pierdan la oportunidad de ser parte de esta excelente escuela, que más allá de aprender inglés, van a aprender herramientas para ser muy exitosos en la vida profesional. El prestigio de esta universidad está enmarcado en las clases que se ofrece y también en la calidad de profesionales que forma. Entonces, adelante. Nos pueden escribir al correo. Estoy yo que hablo español, entonces hay más ayuda para resolver sus dudas por correo o por WhatsApp. Anímense.
Excelente, muchísimas gracias a todos. Voy a poner esto en grande por si le quieren tomar un screenshot y guardarlo en sus compus o sus teléfonos para poder ponerse en contacto después. Y no me queda nada más que agradecerles por acompañarnos el día de hoy, por regalarnos un ratito de su día y escucharnos. Espero que les haya gustado esta presentación, que hayan aprendido un poquito más sobre Georgetown University ELC y espero que se animen, de verdad es una oportunidad increíble y nos vemos a la próxima. Thank you guys so much and see you next time.